This comment comes as the UK government announced a swath of tighter COVID restrictions yesterday, in an effort to curb the spread of the Omicron variant. Research is ongoing into the new variant, which much still to be uncovered. For example, scientists are looking into the efficacy of the current vaccines. People in the UK eligible for the booster are also being urged to take up the offer. WHO Director General Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus said, at a media briefing, that the variant is likely to have a major impact. He said, certain features of Omicron, including its global spread and large number of mutations, suggest it could have a major impact on the course of the pandemic. Nonetheless, Maria van Kerkhove, the WHO's technical lead on COVID-19, notes that the preliminary evidence from South Africa may suggest that Omicron is milder than the Delta strain. She added it is too early to conclude that, hence the cautious approach from many countries. Omicron symptoms, 7 early symptoms to spot and why they differ from the Delta variant. It's too early to tell, Van Kerkhove said during the briefing. I just only wanted to caution against any conclusions about the severity of Omicron yet. The Omicron variant, first identified in southern Africa, has been found in more than 50 countries across the world. A WHO report suggested that cases had plateaued worldwide over the last week, but deaths have sadly increased by 10% over the last week, the WHO report noted. Experts have warned that vulnerable people, for example those who are unvaccinated or have underlying conditions, have a much higher risk of developing severe disease and possibly needing hospitalization or dying from coronavirus. Dementia warning, the 60p ingredient shown to double the risk, warning how to sleep, the 4-7-8 method to fall asleep within minutes, tips diabetes type 2, the fresh red drink that lowers blood sugar. Insight, the WHO says there is currently no information to suggest symptoms associated with Omicron are different from those from other variants. However, the South African doctor who first spotted the emergence of a new variant has said the patients she'd seen had extremely mild symptoms, though they have been different to the usual ones reported. Yesterday the WHO said early data indicates the Omicron coronavirus variant may more easily reinfect people who have already had the virus or been vaccinated than previous variants, but could also cause milder disease. Emerging data from South Africa suggests increased risk of reinfection with Omicron, Ghebreyesus told reporters on Wednesday, adding there is also some evidence that Omicron causes milder disease than Delta. The government has also accepted updated advice from the Joint Committee on Vaccination and Immunization, JCVI, following the emergence of the Omicron variant. The JCVI advised an acceleration of COVID-19 vaccination, and booster vaccination eligibility will be expanded to include all adults aged 18 years to 39 years. In response to the changing risk posed by the Omicron variant, the booster will now be given no sooner than 3 months after the primary course. The overall intention of the measures advised above is to accelerate the deployment of COVID-19 vaccines and raise levels of protection across the population. Professor Wei Shen Lim, Chair, COVID-19 Immunization, JCVI said, having a booster dose of the vaccine will help to increase our level of protection against the Omicron variant. This is an important way for us to reduce the impact of this variant on our lives, especially in the coming months. From Friday 10th of December, face coverings will become compulsory in most public indoor venues, such as cinemas, theaters and places of worship. There will be exemptions in venues where it is not practical to wear one, such as when you are eating, drinking or exercising. From Wednesday 15th of December, and subject to parliamentary approval, the NHS COVID Pass on the NHS app will become mandatory for entry into nightclubs and settings where large crowds gather.